Hi everyone, and welcome to another nighttime edition of Drive Time University. I just can't say that without smiling, because it's such a silly concept. But I apologize, I haven't posted a video in a little while. I just haven't been really inspired or have any certain knowledge I wanted to give out. But a concept has come up several times for me since I attended the TD training, which is Traci and Doug's training or touchdown training. That's just started in Miami, and then they did the second one here, I think a little bit more refined, here in the LA area. It was in Azuzu. Shout out to Tracy Morrow. and now they're going to go across the country with them. So definitely find the TD training closest to you. Like, these are two of the best, most successful founding coaches in the company, and if you can't take some time out to check out what the best people are doing, then you're just saying that you really don't want to know the best secrets. And I know that's why you guys tune in to watch these videos, is you want all the secrets and tricks that there is out there. So don't neglect to get that training as well. Alright, so I've been debating forever, the last year. It's probably consumed more energy to think about it than it would be to actually do it, of how to share a program that I have developed in Excel that helps to show you your downline sponsorship and calculate your current rank, and also the rank that you need to be to best maximize your bonuses and stuff like that. So if you're not doing any cycle bonuses yet because you're not Emerald, or haven't been established in the company long enough to do cycle bonuses, maybe it doesn't even apply to you. I think you don't need this tool if you haven't become, Star Diamond yet, because it's still pretty easy to figure out your rank if you're still working on getting to Diamond and any ranks beneath that. I'm not trying to criticize those ranks. The best rank advancement is really to Emerald. The hardest coach to get is your first coach. So once you've done that, those are huge achievements. So applaud yourself for that. Applaud yourself for those. I will right now, eh? Don't clap while you're driving. If my son's watching this. So the concept is I've created an Excel spreadsheet that takes the sponsorship drill down. If you don't know this, the sponsorship drill down can be calculated up to 5 levels deep. I know when you go to your sponsorship drill down in your coach's back office, this is off memory, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but you go to your coach's online office, go to, I'm not even sure what it is, Coach Tools, and then under Coach Tools, there's Sponsorship Drill Down. You can click Edit Report, Edit Sponsorship Drill Down from 3 to 5 levels, and you'll see all these different levels. I just talked to a couple Star Diamond coaches this weekend. They just learned that. So it's something that we really need to be able to calculate our ranks efficiently. And once you see 5 levels, that's all you ever need to know your rank. Now, so if you're a Diamond, you really just have to make sure that you've got 4 coaches on each side, 2 of which are Emerald, and then if you're going to be Diamond for that week. Ranks are calculated every night, Wednesday night, 12 midnight East Coast time, so that's like 9 p.m. usually California. And so you want to make sure you look at your ranks every week to make sure you're the rank that you want to be, or you think that you're going to be. And if not, the sponsorship drill down is really good because you look over to the right and it shows the person's email and phone number, so you give them a little reminder, see if there's anything they need, if they canceled their order, what's going on. So it's really not a hard process, especially if there's not a lot of coaches in your team. Now once you get up to Star Diamond, that means you have to check each one of your Diamonds to make sure that they're going to be Diamond, which means you have to check their Emeralds to make sure they're going to stay Emerald. So, once you get more than 1 or 2 Star Diamond, this process gets a little complicated. If you look in the back office, hey, back there, I think they knew me. They recognized the Jeep. It gets a little bit complicated, so it would be easier if the back office color-coded these ranks. So green obviously could be Emerald, maybe we use red for Ruby, yellow for Diamond, whatever else, so we can make other color coding combinations. If somebody's going to be active, turn theirs a light yellow. If they're not active, make it a black, or flashing code. And that's what they try to do in the back office by flashing the inactive people. But if somebody's flashing, you don't really know if that's going to make somebody else Emerald or Diamond or Star Diamond, dependent upon that. And that's where this process can be a little time consuming. If you're really trying hard, you're in the 5th week of qualifying for your Star Diamond ranking, this can be quite a tedious process and nearly impossible to calculate very, very instantaneously, if you're down to the last hour. So I realized this a long time ago, and I'm pretty good with Excel. I would say I'm an Excel genius. Yes, I would. Not a genius, but an expert at Excel at least, because I've had to use it in my engineering career so much, and I've built graphical databases, Visual Basic Program in the background. Like, I've literally built thousands of dollars worth of software to show graphical displays about conveyor systems and oil pipelines and all kinds of crazy stuff, just because that's what turns on a geeky analyst Excel guy like me. Not that that's all that I am, sometimes I can be that. So, with doing that, now I have this tool that I feel is some sort of competitive advantage. And so I've been struggling with the fact, it's like, how do I get this tool out so that all coaches can use it, because it took me probably a month to develop the first time. Barbie could attest, there was many late nights where, once I get in my analyst mode there, trying to figure something out, like I kind of tune everything out like a horse with blinders on, running a race, and I just want to finish the race. So, about a month doing that with personal sacrifices, and then 4 years since trying to refine it where, it's really kind of foolproof. And every time the sponsorship drill down changes, every time they change the rank advancements or rules or laws, then I have to go back and update the spreadsheet. So it's not an entirely easy process. So I could theoretically give away this Excel spreadsheet that's taken me 30 days to develop, 4 years to finish or perfect, let's say. But then all that process is for waste. Now for coaches on my team that care or trying to do rank advancements, like, I'm willing to run the spreadsheet for them every week and make sure they have it. And there's coaches out there, Jeff Armbruster, Barb Decker I've helped several times, Jimmy Nelson we've helped a few times, so it's not even downline thing, it's like cross thing for just friends or people that really need it. But after going to the TD training, some of the best coaches up there on stage, they're talking about, does it make sense with all the success that we've developed, because of our fortunate positions, the diligent work. I'm reading The Compound Effect right now. Thank you, Aaron Mathis, for giving me a copy of that. We've just been using the compound effect for longer than some of the other new coaches, so the incomes, have become better through perseverance. But with that, still fortune, I think luck shines upon us all, and we've just stuck in it through the thick and thin to get to where we are. But because of that, there's a lot more resources thrown the way of some of the founding coaches and myself and stuff like that. So what I was really impressed by is Doug, Fitzgerald. I think everybody at this point knows that he put together like a 5-week training course that he has called the simplifiednetwork.com. Anybody in the whole organization can go there and check out this information. And that's an incredible resource that I'm sure he spent thousands of dollars to help develop and everything else. And he did that just because it wasn't out there, it wasn't available, and we need a consistent source to train people, especially new coaches, how to get this business done. So any new coach, existing coach that hasn't done it, go and do the Simplified Network. It's a great tool to have, and you'll definitely learn from it. When I go through it, I learn from it. So, and then Traci Moore, along the same lines, was doing she felt like she was falling behind, these are her words, not mine, in the social media environment, because there was a year that she didn't qualify for top coach, the top 10, or go on the most elaborate bike trip, or whatever else. And she's like, what's happening? I've been doing this since day one. It's always been like a natural, organic way for me to build a business. Now I'm falling behind. Well, the people that felt like she was falling behind to are the experts in social media. So she identified that as a problem, went out and solved it by finding a guru to help her do it, and then, created some sort of economic plan where she had to pay for his resources. So then, as she brings folks into it, she gets reimbursed towards the initial fees that she spent to get that all done. I don't know how that all works. But through doing that, she's like, this isn't right. Why should this training only be for me or for my coaches? When all my coaches, and in fact, the whole company helps, to produce their income. So she went out of her way, and I believe, try this website. If this doesn't work, just search for Traci Moore on social media. But I think it's social media, I'm not even sure. I think it's like the socialmediaproject.com/Traci Morrow. But again, do a Google search for Traci Morrow and social media. And there's like some sort of whole training series that she's providing for free. I'm not sure how much is actually provided for free, but I know for sure that there's WordPress templates out there. Any new coach can go out there, set up a WordPress. It's going to take a little work to understand how WordPress works, but there's at least 3 different templates that have been developed for you, so you don't have to go crazy trying to figure out how to set up the WordPress. Now, with that being said, there's other coaches out there that are great Star Diamond coaches making lots of money that have other trainings that people want. And so I thought about that from my perspective. And I'm like, well, wow, I really think highly of Doug and Traci for making these tools, spending thousands of dollars to make them, and giving them away. And then I know there's other coaches that have special tools and training. And I want to give credit to the folks that are sharing. I don't want to sit up here and pick out names for folks that aren't sharing as best, or they feel that aren't coming from a place of abundance, as I wish everybody would. But there's whole groups of people, and I know that several coaches that aren't involved with the whole platinum presenters thing feel left out at times when they have their secret meetings or whatever. I love all the platinum presenters, just some fun, great people to be around. But if I can't go to the meetings, how does that make me feel about them? And it makes me resent them and say, well, everything that we're doing, like we try to help share with you. I claim to be good at genealogy and Excel spreadsheets and stuff like that. Got a lot of experience, and I've shared that with numerous platinum presenters. I don't want to hold anything tight or even lose friends because of it. And I'm not coming down on platinum presenters here. I'm using this as an example. And I think they've gotten better through the years. But initially there's like private trainings that we couldn't be part of, and how does that make you feel? I'm reading books and audios by Neil Donald Welch, Conversations with God, and what he claims in these stories is that there's really only 2 emotions, love and fear. So if you're coming from a place of not sharing, is that really operating from fear or from love? And I would attest that's at least more from fear. You're afraid that you're going to lose some competitive advantage or secrets that you have. Whereas if we come from love, the truth is, there's only 60,000 coaches in this country, and there's millions and millions and billions of people in this country, and we're about to expand internationally. And the more that we can share the successful tools and tips and tricks that we've learned with other coaches makes this whole network better, makes our communities fitter, makes the population healthier, brings down healthcare across this country, and makes the world a better place to live, ultimately. Compounding effect. So, what is it better to have felt about you? This sort of resentment from not sharing, or the feelings that I have towards Traci and Doug?